This is the story of how I fail at game dev. Twice. So, it all started when I saw Markiplier's editor Lixian making games, and I've always wanted to make a game, so I did what any person would do. I hit my head against the wall until it fucking worked. Just kidding, I looked up a tutorial. And after following the tutorial, I had a game. But the graphics were... So I made better graphics and a scoreboard, and it was all working as intended. And then I dropped it. During the time I dropped it, Unity has some controversy, so I gave up on it completely. Until I decided to join the Pirate Software Game Jam. And since Unity was in some debacle, I decided to use the second best option, Godot. So the theme was announced to be, "You are the weapon." Alright, let's get to it.
Alright, we got Grog. And then we have Bob, or you, because you are the weapon. You play as Bob. And then Bob go brrr, Waller goes skrrt, and then this and that, and how the fuck do I do this?
The idea was great and all, but I didn't know how to make a game in Godot. So I did what any person would do. Just kidding, I looked up a tutorial. What the fuck am I watching? So after a really good tutorial from Brackies, I had a little guy on some grass, and he even bobbed his head. Following the tutorial more, I made platforms you could go through and some moving ones too. If you want to make games in Godot, check out his tutorial because it's really good. Anyways, the game was looking pretty plain and boring, so I added a nice background. Oh yeah, you see that? You see that? The graphics? And now I had a game. A game you couldn't fail in. What kind of game is that? Alright? So, it was time for Blob! Alright, we got Bob versus Blob.
That's pretty good.
The only thing is his color.
You should make him purple.
At first he was green, but he didn't really stick out, so I made him pink. And he wasn't that scary, so I made him big. Stuck. He's doing a little dance. Alright, yeah, boss fight done. My guy Bob is a walking stick. So with the help of my friend Austin, I managed to animate Bob, and look at that. He's walking, running, and not dying because I can't figure that one out, but I'll figure it out. It was time for an integral part in any game, sound effects. So I hired the best sound effect maker to make some really nice sound effects for the game. Bleep! Bloop! Blop! Huh! Huh! Cha! Brr! Bleh! I plugged the sound effects in with an easy tutorial, all of them are in the description, and I decided to send the game to my friends, which might have been a bad idea.
From the ledge easily, because it won't let me. Oh, okay.
See that? You saved some time there on the speed run.
Yeah, I'm speedrunning now.
The real problem of this game is that there's a whole lot of Bob, but no Grog. So after searching the webs, I finally found a tutorial for 2 players. So I made Grog, and you can now play 2 characters. But I had to fix the camera because it wouldn't switch when I moved to Grog. So after actually using my brain for the first time, I didn't even know I can do that. I just looked the documentation up. And if you look at the documentation, it's so much more easier to program. Look, I managed to make the camera switch. Wait. Okay, it switches once, but we're there. We're there. It doesn't crash. I wasn't recording. No. What?
No.
How? But
wait, move around.
I made the camera work flawlessly. In the meanwhile, my friends had started speedrunning the game, and I got a whole lot of feedback from them. So I started day 4 by implementing the feedback I got. First was a reset button, which was easy. Alright, that was easy. that took me less than... How fast did I make? I made that in under 3 minutes. And the second bit of feedback I got is that the jumping wasn't that good. So I decided to add what all platformer games have, Coyote Time. If you don't know what Coyote Time is, it's when the coyote runs after the roadrunner, goes off a cliff, and fucking dies. So I quickly whipped up a new level with the new changes and sent it out. Do you like the game, Dove? You like?
Maybe it had music, it would be more enjoyable.
Music, got it. Alright, so Grog kinda looks like two potatoes that resemble a dinosaur. But he's supposed to look like a gorilla or something. So I made a new texture for him, which took a couple attempts. And it still wasn't looking good, but hey, it's Grog. I also got a suggestion that you should be able to peg Grog, which is a cool idea, so I started implementing it. And this was gonna prepare me for the most important part of the game, throwing Bob. But this is where it all went downhill. First, I didn't know how to make the interaction appear when you're only near Grog. Next, I messed up the resolution. When you switch to Grog, Bob keeps moving. So I'm pretty sure it's day 7, and I've been trying to figure out how to pick up Bob. And the more I try to do this, the less I think this is gonna work. And you know, since it was my first game, it kinda got too complicated for me, so I decided to scrap Grog, which I didn't want to do, okay? And from then I made like a a purple mushroom.
Alright, I have no idea how to draw enemies, so I guess I'll just go like draw like enemies and like make what the fuck is...
With it just being Bob and no Grog, it kind of ruined my motivation because it's not the game I wanted to make. I mean, for fuck's sake, I gave Bob a gun. And I kind of did delete all the code I did for Grog. So with all of that, I decided to leave the jam. But hey, it was certainly a learning experience, and I learned a lot. And I do plan to one day actually make Bob and Grog a reality. Thank you for watching this story, and if you want to check out some more of my videos, there's a video recommended to you by YouTube on the left, and my personal favorite on the right. So, yeah, see you there.